Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. From the banks of Lake Erie, welcome to Cleveland Browns Stadium. Gus Johnson, along with Chris Collinsworth. We're here for a preseason matchup between the Browns and the Ravens. An interesting matchup, Chris, at quarterback tonight.
Well, for the Ravens, they absolutely know what they have in Joe Flacco. He's the quarterback of the future. He's the quarterback of the present. He's the guy they're going to build this franchise around, and he's 2 for 2 getting his team into the postseason. On the other hand, Jake Delhomme is still trying to prove to the Browns management that he is the man, and they don't need to find a replacement for him. Remember, he's a guy that took his team to the Super Bowl, had a tough year last year, but still good enough to be successful in the National Football League.
Two hungry teams ready to fight it out. Let's send it down to the field. They'll start at the 27. Flacco with the give. They pick up 9 there, and that'll bring up second down. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Flacco with the pitch. Gains his way to the 46-yard line.
That's what we are.
He doesn't get back to the line.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
He makes his way to about the 38. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. He throws downfield.
Anquan Boldin is simply one of the toughest players at any position in the NFL. We all think back to that tremendous hit he took, the broken jaw, the fact that he came back and played just a couple of weeks later. I just love watching this guy play the game.
Derek Mason was the intended receiver. Rolls to his right. Cuts back and he's dropped. They get about 5 on the pass.
Yeah, very safe, simple play, hitting the underneath receiver for a solid gain.
The offense is now looking at 3rd and 5. Has a man to his right. Little flip.
Joe Flacco is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
This to put his team up by a field goal. The Ravens get on the board first and seize an early 3-0 edge. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. And he is drilled. What a hit. They'll set up shop at the 19. First down, 10 to go. Gets the pass off. Throws it into coverage. Easily intercepted. And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on the 31. Here's the give. He's wrestled down at the 28-yard line. Brings up second down and 6 yards to go. The ball on the 28. Gets it away. They get him down, but the Ravens will have a first and goal. Baltimore looking to go up by 2 scores. Pitch left. Hit and drop behind the line. Only 5 yards away from the goal line. The stop was made by Clifton Geathers. That's a 3-yard gain.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Flacco with the give.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Fourth down. He'll kick this one from the 10, a 20-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So the score now, the Ravens 6, the Browns nothing. Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Cundiff is just about ready to kick this one away. Harrison is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He's tackled and down at the 17. The Browns suffered an interception on their last possession. Moves to his right. It's an incomplete pass. Cribbs was his intended target. He's dropped, and that's a huge sack. So the offense backed up after the sack. They're now looking at a 3rd and 13. Carr bats the ball away. Brian Robisky was the intended receiver on the play. It's 4th down. The Browns lining up to punt. He gets out to the 45. The Ravens come out looking to get another scoring drive going here. They got 3 last time. Still looking for an open man. It's a quarterback sack.
Really good work by the Browns.
So the sack will push the offense back a bit. 2nd and 13 coming up. Has a man short to his left.
Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
They line up at the 45. Flips it out short to his left. So the offense will probably head off the field after failing to convert for a 1st down on that series.
Well, you're going to have to gather the troops over on the sideline because whether it was poor play calling or poor execution, they never got anything going that time.
Fourth down. The Ravens are lining up to punt it away. He angles it out of bounds at the 23. They were forced to punt on their last drive. Harrison takes a handoff, brought down behind the line. And it's 2nd and 12 yards to go. Harrison gets the carry. He's brought down at the 27. Harrison gains around 6 yards on the run. Dumps it out right. And the tackle was made by the ball hawk, Ed Reed. We've played a quarter. The score is 6-0. Cleveland lines up in the Wildcat. Here's the option. Johnson tackles him for a loss at the 44-yard line. Second down and a long 12. Harrison drops it. Baltimore falls on it, and they have the turnover.
Well, the number one rule for a halfback is you have to be able to hold on to the football. All the statistics show you turn it over, and you're going to lose.
Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
Repeat, first down.
And that will back this one up.
Penalties like that sometimes will split a huddle. You'll get half the guys patting you on the back and saying that's okay, and the other half are looking at you like, you idiot.
From their own 49-yard line. Feeds it to the back. We're going to have a pileup on this one. Baltimore is able to fall on it.
Heads up play to get that ball back for the offense. That one really could have gone either way.
It's third down and 13. Ball on the 49-yard line. Looks to throw it. To the 20. He's dropped down at the 10.
Joe Flacco startled everybody with his sensational play in his rookie season, but it is no surprise to see him adding to those numbers now.
First down and goal for the offense now after that big pass play. Flips out short. Touchdown, Ravens! The Ravens use 5 plays to take it 45 yards.
Anquan Bolden is one of the very best in the game today. There's just not too much a defender can really do against him. Even if he has good coverage, he could still lose the matchup.
Cundiff adds the extra point. Baltimore will be kicking off. Cribbs is back to receive the kick. Cribbs gets it at the 2. Gets it to the 21. The offense will take over at the 21. First down and 10. Looks left. Here's a short pass. Cribbs was the intended receiver. They'll face second down and 10. Dumps it short. Foxworth was there for the stop.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
He passes it. He's tackled at the 49-yard line.
This is a guy who is so good against the blitz. People try to come after him, but he has an ability inside that pocket to make a defender miss, sidestep somebody, buy a little time, and get that big completion. Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass, open it up down the field.
Gives it to the back.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
It's second down and 9 to go. They're on their 33. Dumps it out left. The land shark, Ray Lewis, with the coverage on the play. They'll line up again on third down. He gets off the throw. Lewis was there to bring him down.
The Browns are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
They might have mistimed the snap on that.
Even the slightest twitch by an offensive lineman will draw a flag. You know, defensive guys really have a bit of an advantage. As long as they don't cross the line of scrimmage, they can jump and flinch and try and get that offensive line to react.
Second and long situation coming up here. Short pass to his left. And he's tackled at the 23.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
Rolling out to his right. He takes a hard hit as he throws. Brian Robisky was his intended target.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
It's 4th down, and they'll attempt the field goal, this one from 40 yards away. And the kick is good. And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. He makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Under heavy pressure, gets it off, and he takes a hit.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
Give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 22-yard line. And they'll run him again.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there, the pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Fourth down. The Ravens line up to punt. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. They'll go to work at the 42. First down and 10. The pass is away. He's wrestled down at the 37.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
Now is a good time to take a look at the Gatorade top performers. Looks for the safe short throw. Benjamin Watson with his 4th catch of the game. Delhomme flips it out. He fights forward to about the 26. Harrison takes the pitch. Cleveland takes the timeout. And that was their first timeout. They're looking at 3rd and 9. He rolls out to his right. Hauls it in. The Browns will take a timeout. That is their second of the half. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Ball on the 10. He rolls out to the right. He's tackled around the 3-yard line by the land shark, Ray Lewis. Maybe 2.5 yards from the goal line now. Flips it out short to his left. Touchdown, Browns. The Browns take it 60 yards in 7 plays.
Jake Delhomme gave the defense a nice fake that time. They thought they had the ball carrier dead to rights. Just one problem. He didn't have the ball.
Big kick here. This will make it a 3-point game. Phil Dawson is good on the point after. Dawson looks ready to kick it away. Carr fields it at the 3. He makes it to the 22. The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out. He's brought down at the 22. And as we head to halftime, the score is 13-10. Cleveland will get the ball to begin the second half. And takes off from his own goal line. He's stopped at the 24-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 24-yard line. Surveys the field. He's dropped down at the 28-yard line. Harrison picks up about maybe 4 yards with the catch. That'll make it second down. And they line up at the 28. Run play, left side. And he's tackled at the 36-yard line. They line up at the 36. He gets off the throw. How about that pass?
There's really no better feeling as an offense, especially for the quarterback position, than to take advantage when the defense is trying to blitz you. They're trying to make you nervous, and you just made them pay.
They line up at the 48. Goes through his progression. He's tackled at the 42. 6-yard gain on the play.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Has a man to his right. Little flip.
Jake Delhomme is really feeling it right now. He's got the hot hand, and, normally he's not a guy that's going to hit a bunch of passes in a row, but he's hot right now.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Harrison gets it on the pitch. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped.
Let's go.
So they line up at the 32. Look out, heavy pressure on him.
Tremendous effort and good teamwork by the Ravens.
So they're facing 3rd and long following the sack. Here's the throw. He's dropped down at the 23. So the kicker comes out to try and put 3 points on the board from 40 yards away. It's up and it's good. Dawson will send this one deep. Caught at the 8. He takes it back to the 29-yard line. Searching for an open man.
That was impressively done by the Browns.
So the sack on first down brings up 2nd and long. They hand it off. He gets to about the 31-yard line. Third down and 9. Short throw to the right. He's wrestled down at the 34.
The Browns came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
It's fourth down. The Ravens are lining up to punt this one away. They drop the runner at the 27-yard line.
The Browns were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
Passes it downfield. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Looks left. Here's a short pass. He's brought down at the 28-yard line. Third down and 9. Good coverage downfield. And it'll be fourth down following the pass deflection.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
The Browns are lining up to punt it away. They catch him at the 35. Their last drive ended with a 3 and out. Looking for a man. Second down now following the incomplete pass. He needs to get rid of it. Derek Mason was the intended receiver on the play.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Surveys the field. The pass is tipped. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
Cribbs awaiting the return. Cribbs fields it at the 19. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now.
Dumps it out right. Lawrence Vickers was the intended receiver. So the offense needs 7 here on 3rd down. Ball on the 24-yard line. Flips it out short to his left. And he's tackled at the 45.
The Ravens suffered a major lapse in coverage that time. Jake Delhomme is not going to let an opportunity like that one slip through his fingers. He saw what they were doing and took full advantage.
So it's now 1st and 10 after the big pass play. Has a man short to his left. He's wrestled down at the 31. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure. Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Delhomme is going to be sacked for a loss.
Play for play like it's the last play.
That's the end of 3, and get ready for an action-packed 4th quarter with this game all tied up. So the offense backed up after the sack. They're now looking at a 3rd and 13. Deep pass. He wants the end zone. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
So, it's 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt it away. He angles it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. On the ground with the tailback. It's a gain of 3.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
He's searching for a receiver. He's dropped down at the 31.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover. Pretty athletic play for a big guy. I tell you, as a quarterback, you see somebody make a play like that, you want to come back again and again.
They line up at the 45. It's a pass. He's tackled at the 27. Mark Clayton makes his third grab. They line up at the 27. Here's the pass. Finally brought down, and it'll be first and goal. You have to think that keeping them to a field goal would be a huge victory for the defense here. Brings it in for a completion. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Joe Flacco got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
Extra point is good. Baltimore is up a touchdown. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Cundiff, yeah, it's ready to kick it away. And he gets the ball at the 5. He makes it to the 23-yard line. The offense will start at the 23. Checks down to the short pass. Harrison can't hang on to the ball. Fight for the loose ball. Who's got it? Cleveland recovers it. The Browns are going to hold on to it.
Heads-up play to get that ball back for the offense. That one really could have gone either way.
It's the tailback. He's wrestled down at the 47-yard line.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Goes through his progression. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
Pass is short right side. And he's tackled at the 28-yard line. And 2 yards away here on second down. He's brought down at the 25. Montario Hardesty will get enough to pick up the first down. It's a gain of 3. Again with the run. This is a game he'll want to forget about. He's faced a wall almost every time he's gotten the rock. He lets it go. They get him down, but it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Browns. Offense comes out 1st and goal, needing a touchdown to tie things up. And they get to him. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash, the greatest smell in the NFL. Delhomme hands off to the left.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Good coverage downfield. Cribbs was his intended target.
Come on, guys. Calm down, y'all.
This one should be makeable. This one is from 27 yards away.
False start.
This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call. And the kick is good. Well, that one looked like it was going wide, but it barely made it in.
That one just made it inside the upright. That's one where you see the field goal kicker going, but he got it.
This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. And he gets the ball at the 5. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Flacco gives it up the middle. He's wrestled down at the 33-yard line. Second down, 4 yards to go. The Browns just took their first time out. And third down and 2 to go. Handoff to the right. Cleveland will take a timeout. And now they've only got one remaining. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 37. And he's tackled at the 46-yard line. 9-yard pickup.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
He's dropped down at the 47-yard line. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. So it's 3rd and 14 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. That'll do it from Cleveland. We have highlights next, so stay there. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.